Welcome to the Chatting Shit About Golf channel. We're joined here today by major winner and former Ryder Cup legend, Graeme McDowell. Graeme, thanks for joining us. Yeah, no problem. He promised me a few cold beers for doing this video blog, so they'll be nice. And don't forget to, I suppose, check me out on the old Twitter. I think my Twitter handle is something like GMac at cold beers, so check that out too. Yeah. Graeme, I suppose we should start off by talking about the FedEx Cup at the weekend. What were your thoughts? Wow, I mean, what can I say about the golf this weekend? Rory strikes again, I suppose. He's built for tournament golf, and wow, that shot on 16 when he put the ball in the hole. I mean, I was sitting there, kicking back on a Sunday, pair of shorts on, relaxing, and I was sort of sitting there having a few cold beers, and all of a sudden Rory sticks this in, and I wake up and watch the playoff, and Rory was sort of tapering off towards the end of the playoff, but just waited for Ryan Moore to make him a stack on the green, and Rory finds a putt, and the rest is history. So I think it's somewhere around $11.2 million that is not in his purse. So if he needs a bit of help, spending that, like I said before, I'm one of his good mates, so if I see him at a bar in my hometown, anytime soon, I'll be like, Rory, go Bears on you, Rory. So hopefully he gets the gist of it, and buys me a few cold beers, yeah. Thanks for that, Graeme. And what are your thoughts on the Ryder Cup coming up this weekend? Well, what can I say about Ryder Cup? It's a really fantastic, not only golf tournament, but sporting tournament. It's transcends the game of golf. The whole of Europe and stateside, will be glued into it, and I can't just express how gutted I'll be not to be taking part for Team Europe. I really thought that my old mate Darren Clark, Captain Clark, I thought he would put me in the side as a wildcard pick, but wasn't to be. So he's gone with I think that young fella, Thomas Peters, doesn't look 21 to me, so might struggle to buy beers stateside, so I suppose if I could help a team out that way, I'll go to the bar and happily, hopefully get the cold beers in. But I'm slightly worried for the European team. I see good ball strikers in that team. Henrik Stenson. Wow, what an open tournament this year. Obviously to beat Mickelson, and you've got the likes of Sergio and Lee Westwood. Everyone knows they're great ball strikers, and tee to green, they're fantastic. But if I had one power, I suppose it would be teleportation, and I would love to teleport myself onto those greens for when Garcia sticks it on there, because he's not going to make a putt. Slide it left, slide it right. You need GMac to be sliding it right in the middle. I proved that at Celtic Manor, and obviously at Pebble when I won my first major. So I think I'm the sort of new Ian Poulter. Obviously Polt's injured, but he's a sort of gladiator. He's a sort of battler you want in your team to be putting on those big putts. And I really thought that Darren would have picked me. And Graeme, why do you think Captain Darren Clark didn't pick you for the Ryder Cup this year? I don't really understand it. Hazeltine, obviously great course. Obviously I'm living in America now, so know it quite well. Would have almost had home advantage for me. So maybe Darren or Captain Clark, maybe he thought I was actually playing for the Americans this year. So that could be why he didn't pick me. Thanks, Graeme. And lastly, what are your plans for actually watching the Ryder Cup this weekend? Yeah, so I suppose I'll have to tune in and watch the action unfold. I'll probably get on the old dog and bone to my good mate Victor Dubuisson, and invite him around, a few cold beers, and enjoy a few of these, and rewatch the highlights of Glen Eagles, when me and that wonder kid Vic tore the field apart, and then obviously, obviously a few reruns of my big putt at Celtic Manor,